Yo, what's up, guys? Welcome back for what is this, part 6, I think, of the ORAS OU Road Top 10. It could be part 5, could be part 6, my bad. I just finished, trying to get back some points from Decay and getting hacks to death, so it's not it's not very fun, especially when you're trying to ladder up. So we're like at 1652, we were at 1710, and when I started I was at 1672 because of Decay. Got back up to 1720. I was like, let me get one more just so we could be a little bit ahead, and that was my mistake. But in any case, we're gonna look for a game. I got this team from my boy TDK. I think CB also used this type of team. It's a Specs Hoopa team, very weak to DNC. You really have to play around DNC well, since its fairy resist loses to Earth Power or even Diamond Storm, because it doesn't have any way of damaging DNC back besides getting maybe a Lava Plume burn. So the good thing is DNC can't switch in too well to Specs Hoopa, as well as Latios' Earthquake and things like that. So we got a game right away versus Space Invaders, and very strong team. DNC Hoopa can just click Dark Pulse a couple times. I mean, he does have 3 Dark Resists, but it's not gonna appreciate any of the attacks. I can see Calm Mind. No. I can see Calm Mind Clefable putting in work, especially because I can just Thunder Wave and Calm Mind up, especially if I beat Skarmory. I think I'm going to lead off with Hoopa, though, because it can pretty much click Focus Blast, Knockout, Tyranitar, has Psyshock for Keldeo. Yeah, you always tell no, but actually you're streaming. Okay. Have fun. I meant to play LOL. I did laugh. I didn't mean to sound heartless there. It leads off with Skarmory, so that's really nice because I can just safely click Dark Pulse. Tyranitar can pretty much come out if it wants to. I mean, I could click Focus Blast. Let me just click Focus Blast turn 1. Let me hit the Tyranitar. Hopefully we do connect. As we do, and it is Choppleberry T-Tar. However, it's not going to take that well at all. It's actually in range as well of 2 Dark Pulses. So let's actually hit this. Let's actually hit this. So we landed on the incoming Latios. We even get a Spadef drop. I'm a man. I'm about to click Focus Blast again. Now, I have no reason not to go into my Heatran right here. But the other reason is he's probably going to go Keldeo. So I'm going to go for the Focus Blast one more time as he goes Skarmory. I don't agree with that. Not only because I missed, but mainly because my main switch into that Pokemon would have been Heatran. But unfortunately, I missed on the Skarmory, so I'm going to go out to my Heatran right now and get out my rocks. I should have just went Heatran anyway. I mean, hitting anything with Focus Blast, this easily would have 2-KO'd. It would have nailed Weavile, would have done so much damage, but he ends up going for the Roost, so that's great, because now what I can do is get out my Stealth Rock, as Keldeo is going to come out, and I want to keep Rotom healthy, because I want to be able to take on Pinsir, of course. I mean, there's no reason not to go out into Latios. My Latios beats his 2 Trappers. One of his Trappers is at 32%. Besides Weavile, wow, I completely forgot about this mon. So that was a good play on his part, doubling back out into Weavile. However, Hoopa doesn't switch in anymore to anything, though it does kill things with Dark Pulse. What do I want to get knocked off? Heatran, I don't think Heatran does as much as the other ones. Like, I can deal with Lati with the combination of being faster with Lopunny and Clefable. Even Hoopa takes a hit, so I actually go out to Heatran, though it does help me deal with Skarmory. It's alright, because I just get to fire off Lava Plume, unless he has Low Kick, which I don't think he does, because he does have a few Pokemon that can deal with Bisharp and opposing Weavile. I can just go for Lava Plume. He actually does have it, so it's kind of hard to tell who has it and who doesn't. Like, I tell based on the make of the team, but apparently my opponent had it anyway. I don't think opposing Bisharp or Weavile are that too big of threats, just because he does have Chopple T-Tar, he does have Skarmory. But I'm going to go out to my Lopunny. I'm just going to click High Jump Kick, as I'm expecting him to actually go out into his Skarmory right there. But he makes the mid-ground play and sacks Tyranitar. Thankfully, we do connect, so the T-Tar is gone. That more than likely means there will be no rocks against us. Though, now he can just go out into his Skarmory. However, if you go Skarmory, I'm going directly into Hoopa. Decides to go Keldeo, so I do have the Latios, which can switch in, and I can just go for HP Fire. As he goes right for Hydro Pump, that is definitely Specs damage, so that's good to know, because after one Fake Out, he's in range of return. After one more Slam hit, basically if I go for HP Fire and he even stays in, that's fine, but HP Fire is just the best play, because it hits his 2 main switch-ins, being Skarmory and Weavile. And let's actually see if we can get this roll. He'd probably go out into his Latios, but he messes around with the roll, and I don't get it in my favor. However, he goes for a Spike over Roosting. Not sure how I feel about that play because now Skarmory is gone, and that means that my Lopunny can just freely click attacks. It's not like spikes hurt anything. Clefable has Magic Guard, Rotom has Levitate, Latios has Levitate. Like, I can just allow him to go out into his Weavile right now because then Fake Out knocks it out from my Lopunny. So I'll definitely let him knock me out right there. Pretty much did its job. He can't switch into Stealth Rock anymore. He can't. Nothing he has can switch into Fake Out either because Fake Out plus Return knocks out Keldeo. This goes down. Latias would go down to Fake Out plus Return or Fake Out plus Ice Punch. So we're able to get rid of the Weavile right there. Assuming he's going to want to go out into, Pinsir. As what I can do is actually go directly into Hoopa. The reason I'm going Hoopa is because if he goes right for close combat, predicting Rotom or doubles, one, Hoopa has a good switch in, two, it forces him to attack as he does double well to Lati. So I guess he's just going to defog, but that doesn't make a difference because I can just go right for Dark Pulse anyway as he goes up to Keldeo. So now Keldeo will 100% be in range of return. Look at Specs Dark Pulse. That is ridiculous damage as he is going to go right for the Specs Hydro Pump. However, I can now go out into my Lopunny and just click the return right here. He's probably going to go Pinsir and then double out into Lati. I could definitely see him doing that. The good thing is my Thunder Wave Clefable plus Rotom wins the game, so I'm actually just going to go for return as he does double out to Lati. The reason I said he would try and do that is because he was more than likely trying to get the Healing Wish off into Pinsir. But I don't know. I'm not sure how I felt about those plays. Obviously, they didn't work out for him, but I can just go right for a return right here. That way he cannot SD up as he goes right for Quick Attack. And my Rotom can just come out and just click Volt Switch, and that's going to be a good game. So, good game, dude. I don't know. I feel like there's a few plays he could have gotten a bit more momentum. Like the Roost on Skarmory, I feel like he should have just went for a spike there. Good game, bro. Oh, good game, man. So Vulture is going to be able to knock him out, and we don't even get to show off Clef. But yeah, as you can see, we decayed quite a bit. This guy is a very scary team. Ooh, Sharpedo's scary. Sharpedo's definitely scary. I kind of want to lead off with Hoopa because it can just click Specs, Dark Pulse, and 2 KO everything. Like, he doesn't have a switch in besides his Klefki. And Klefki, I don't have defog, unfortunately, on this team. My Latios, as you can see, has recovered 3 attacks. But, I mean, I should be able to... Sorry, my team's asking if I play. But, yeah, I'm just telling him I play tomorrow for SBL. But he leads up Garchomp. I'm thinking it's Tank Chomp because he's extremely weak to birds. Like, Thundurus is not a check. Having T-Wave is not a check. We'll see, though. If I'm faster, then it is Tank Chomp. If I'm not faster, then it is Offensive Chomp, and I'm probably going to lose my Hoopa. But I don't really mind that too much, as Hoopa doesn't... It puts in work versus his team, but if I can weaken Garchomp anyway, then my Lopunny can put in a bit of work. As in, he doesn't have a switch-in for Lopunny if I get rid of Garchomp. He does have a few Pokemon that could deal with it. He was an offensive Sash Chomp, it looks like. What I'm going to do is go for another Dark Pulse, because if he gets up Rocks, and I'm be able to get rid of his Garchomp. If he goes for Earthquake, then he is not getting up anything at all. But now what I can do is go out to my Latios and actually go for Earthquake, predicting his Klefki don't want to come out. It's pretty much his only Lati switching at all. And Earthquake into HP Fire does get rid of Klefki. Plus Earthquake hits it harder than HP Fire would. He might actually try and Magnet Rise. I would like that, because then I can just go for the HP Fire right here. So go ahead and go for Magnet Rise so you can get up the Spike. That'd be very nice. I guess he could Thunder Wave as well, but I want to limit the amount of hazards as he gets up anyway. So I'll take the Thunder Wave for getting rid of Klefki. That way it can't get up a Spike. Then you probably go Garchomp and go for Stealth Rock. Best case scenario for me, he goes for Magnet Rise as I go for HP Fire and knock him out. Regardless, we're able to get rid of Klefki, so that's one of his priority Thunder Wave users gone. He has another one in the back. Thunder is just chilling. Sharpedo's scary. What I'm trying to do is keep my Clefable healthy. That way I can Thunder Wave that and deal with it. Rotom checks Talonflame reasonably well. Thundurus can be an issue. However, with Fake Out into Ice Punch, we deal with that with Lopunny. Obviously, we have to deal with full paras, but I'm expecting him to go out to Sharpedo right here, I guess. I think Sharpedo would be your switch. I can get up Rocks. Oh, he actually goes up to Garchomp. Okay, so I'm going to go for Earthquake and knock that thing out as he goes for Dragon Claw. I'll take that, though, because now what I can do is go out into my Lopunny and just click Return. Return knocks this thing out. Yes, I'm going to be taking the damage from a Rough Skin. I don't think he has Rocky Helmet. I think he's Lum or Sash, because he's Leech Chomp, but he doesn't have a switch into Return, so I don't have to go for like Ice Punch or anything. And we're 100% faster anyway, so I like the way Return looks. It has a little heart. It's pretty cool. So we prevent Rocks. very nice versus this team. Talonflame decides to come out. Heatran is my switch. I don't want him going for U-turn and weakening my Rotom. I don't want him doubling into Thundurus. I rather go out into Heatran and get up rocks versus whatever comes out. As he doubles out into Starmie, I can take one Hydro Pump. I'm pretty positive, so I'm going to go for the Stealth Rock as he unfortunately misses. What I am going to do is actually spam Stealth Rock. Do I have to? I could go for Toxic. Let me go for Toxic right here. Yeah, we do tank that like I figured. We're not Spadef, we're just max speed, max HP because this team is pretty weak to Scizor. But now with the Toxic on him, he's more than likely analytic. I can just spam Stealth Rock. And he's also going to be in range of return after his next attack. So if he wants to go for Rapid Spin, that's fine. I'm going to spam Stealth Rock, that way we wear him down. That's why I went for Toxic. A lot of Starmies don't tend to run Natural Cure if they are offensive. They run Analytic because you get that 1.5 times boost when your opponent switches out. And that is pretty huge. Not gonna lie, that's pretty huge. It does damage. So I can go right out into my Lopunny and just click return right now. We're going to be able to knock out the Starmie, and if something comes in, it's going to go down. Thundurus should go down and return after rocks. If not, it'll be really close. And keeping up rocks is great for Talonflame. So goodbye, Starmie. So rocks are up. Sharpedo's going to be able to come out. Sorry, my phone is buzzing. I got a text. But Sharpedo's more than likely going to come out, or Thundurus. And I guess Talonflame could come out. If he goes Talonflame, I feel like he'd double. I feel like he'd go Thundurus right here. If he goes Thundurus, I'm 100% attacking him because this is the only thing I really need Lopunny for besides going for Fake Out, because he does have a Protectamon and Sharpedo, and he does obviously have the that Protectamon and Sharpedo, and he obviously does have that priority Brave Bird with Talonflame, which isn't necessarily faster than Fake Out. Fake Out is higher priority than Brave Bird, but I don't necessarily need Lopunny for anything else besides the speed that it gets and that it outspeeds his Thundurus. So he goes up Thundurus, that's great. That chair is making noises. This is stronger than Ice Punch because Ice Punch is 150 and return is like 154 or something like that, so I'll just go for return. Let's see if he paralyzes us. We get fully paralyzed, unfortunate. I don't think Life Orb Thunderbolt takes us out, so he actually has to go for the Focus Blast if he has it, and he has to connect. He probably is though. I'm pretty sure Life Orb Thunderbolt doesn't knock out Lopunny from 88%. Really sucks that we didn't get off that attack right there. If it didn't knock him out, it put him in range of Stealth Rock or his next Life Orb hit. So this is why Thunder Wave is scary. Because Thunder Wave can win games. Trust me, I know. I used it. I've used it plenty. Back in my NPA, my Nugget Bridge, it's like the Nugget Bridge Premier League type of thing. I used that to pretty much win. I was Thunder Wave and Swagger people. But goes out to Clef. I need to Calm Mind up once, that way I can knock him out as well as take his T-Bolts. He's more than likely just going to Thunder Wave anyway. But I need to Calm Mind up, that way I can take on Thundurus' attack with my Clefable. I'm pretty sure I'll take one Life of Thunderbolt. It shouldn't be able to 2-hit KO after leftovers, looking at my spread. But I do need a boost up, that way I can beat this Thundurus. I guess alternatively he could just hard switch out into his Talonflame. Really sucks that I didn't kill Thundurus right there. But it is what it is. So Talonflame comes out, and because I'm still healthy and rocks are up and he's more likely going to Brave Bird, I'm actually going to go directly into my Rotom right now. I'm not even going to like Thunder Wave him and risk him being SD. Like if he's SD, Lychee Berry or something, he won't be able to beat me anyway. And what I can do is just go right for Hydro Pump. Hydro Pump will be able to knock him out. I'll tank that Brave Bird. That looks like Sharpeek. Yeah, that looks like Sharpeek damage. That did almost half. So Talonflame goes down, which is really, really, really nice. And I think it's going to come down to Clefable versus the world. But as we know, if there's a Clefable, there's a way. Remember when CVV said that line, why outplay when I can click Calm Mind? There's a Clefable, there's a way. So we're going to go for Volt Switch. Thunderbolt will not be able to knock us out. Wow, that had to be a roll right there. And what we will be able to do is go right out into our Clefable and I think win the game. It comes down to if Waterfall flinches us. I'm pretty sure it just comes down into Waterfall flinches us. I think Clefable's Moonblast doesn't actually knock out Mega Sharpedo from full. I know it knocks out Sharpedo, but I'm not sure about Mega Sharpedo. Let's see. Moonblast does 98 to 117. Oh my god, no, it's a roll. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, it does knock out Mega Sharpedo, so we can just go right for that Moonblast. And he has Poison Jab. Well, that's interesting, as we are going to be able to knock him out with the Moonblast, and that is going to be game. So we came through, even after that T-Wave. I mean, he definitely could have abused T-Wave more. but we put him in positions not to when we Earthquake the Clef Key and things like that. So we got another game, and this guy's team is a threat. Man, Gardevoir's annoying. I don't have a solid lead because Latias beats Garchomp, which is the lead that I'm fearing most, but it loses to everything else. I'm going to try Hoopa as it leads Gardevoir. Okay. So this isn't too bad. Hopefully he fears the Gunk Shot and the speed. I don't want to trade for this, but I can't risk Heat Ram because I need it for Jirachi plus Scizor, even resisting Dragonite. I have to go for Dark Pulse right here, and we have to hope he fears the Gunk Shot. The thing is, he's either regular Gardevoir and Mega Scizor. Okay, he does fear the Gunk Shot. That's great. So now Specs Hoop. Oh my god, I just crit him. The thing is, though, he didn't have a switch in. Anything that came out would be 2-hit KO'd anyway. So he goes Scizor, and we're going for Dark Pulse again. We're Specs. I'll take that. That was a regular Scizor. I'll definitely take that. Getting rid of Scizor is great. This team is so weak to that. That supports the Clefable sweep. What I can do is go out into my Latios, because Latios, while it doesn't prevent Gardevoir from Mega Evolving, it gets off the Earthquake damage I need on this thing. I wish I had Psyshock, but I wanted to go Earthquake. Was that Specs? Yeah. I want to get off this Earthquake damage, that way I don't need a Fake Out or anything like that with my Lopunny. I can go right for Return, and Return will be able to will knock out Garchomp combined with the... Alternatively, I think the better play is actually going out to Heat Ram. I could take one Focus Blast, and I should be able to get Rocks. Rocks knock out his Scizor. The reason I went for that play is because I don't want to have to go for Return, but he has Taunt. This throws me off. But we'll be able to fire off some Lava Plumes. It's essentially Scald, as we get a crit on the Garchomp. I'll just go for another Lava Plume. Like, there's no way he's going for Earthquake right here. We actually get the burn right now. And Taunt's going to wear off, so I can freely get up my rocks. I don't want to say freely, but I can get up my rocks as he's going to go for Earthquake. And I see zero reason not to go out into my Clefable right here, because he's burnt, he's the defensive variant, his Dragon Tail isn't going to do crap, and what I can do is just fire off a Thunder Wave at this point. There's no way he stays in. He's probably going to save this, that way he can Healing Wish it back up. His Scizor goes down to rocks. Thunder Wave hits everything on the team, so goodbye Scizor. Goodbye Scizor. I can take that. I can respect that. What is happening over here? Why is Gardevoir stop infiltrating Whitney? Good lord. Okay, so what we are going to do is going to go out into our Heat Ram and sack it to the Hyper Voice as he goes for Taunt. So now he actually has to risk hitting Focus Blast. I'm not sure if he'll actually do that, but he does connect, which is good. Good plays, good plays. And what I can do is go right out into my Lopunny and just Mega Evolve and click Return. Return will be able to knock out Gardevoir. Alternatively, I could click High Jump Kick. I don't think he'll be able to knock it out, though. He does 4 times resisted. But if you want to go out into some, let's say, Jirachi, and try and Healing Wish up, which I could see him doing. I'm not too worried about Dragonite just because I do have Fake Out. I do have the Moonblast. More worried about Jirachi flinching me to death and then Healing Wishing up something later. But he sacks the Garchomp, which is great, so he's not going to be able to Healing Wish that thing out. Up later, as that will go down to Return, obviously with all that prior damage. Allowed him getting the burn was nice as well. Goes out to Jirachi. I feel like he's going to be Scarf and he's going to U-turn. I really want to predict his U-turn, but at the same time he has no reason not to go for Heart Stamp. But if he goes for U-turn and he goes out to Gardevoir, my better play would be to attack right now. So it's tough, because if he goes Gardevoir, I need to keep Rotom alive for his Jirachi. I'm actually just going to go for... Alright, yeah, that didn't work out for me. That didn't work out the way I wanted. However, I can now go for Thunder Wave with my Clefable. Like I said, the reason I made that play is because if he went for U-turn right there, I lost the Pokemon anyway. So I wouldn't have been in the best situations. I'm going to go for double Thunder Wave because I expect him to switch out since Dragonite can't usually do crap to me. But that's not what happened. So I'm going to calm mine up, that way I can take on his... That way I could take on his Gardevoir, and I will be able to go right for the Moonblast and knock him out. I mean, at this range of HP, I will be able to take any one attack from Gardevoir anyway. Goes Jirachi. So this is where I was saying, like, if he goes for... If I Thunder Wave him, if he goes for U-turn, I'm in a bad situation. So this is why we're going for Thunder Wave. So this guy does not care at all about the threats, which makes sense, I guess. I'm upset about that, though. The good thing is he's locked into that, so I can just click Hydro Pump right now. I can just click Hydro Pump and knock him out. So Rotom still wins the game, but I'm mad I got like all those plays wrong. Because once I burn him, he can't do crap to me at all. In fact, he actually has to switch into Gardevoir on the turn I go for burn. And now I'm going to be recovering every single turn, so I will be at 100% HP. And what I can do is just go right for Hydro Pump, just start spamming it. Even gets a crit that doesn't do anything. So basically, I'm recovering all the time right now. But I still have to hit Hydro Pump versus the Gardevoir in order to win, I think. I don't think I do 28% with Volt Switch. Let me count that because Gardevoir is very, very, very bulky. I'm going to go for Will-O-Wisp just to get the most recovery I can, just in case I break through, because I'm trying to get back at full. Let me see. Rotom Wash. Mega Gardevoir. Holy Wall Breaker. Volt Switch. Yeah, it's not a roll that I'm going to take because I'm not going to get it. It's not a roll at all. So we're going to go for Will-O-Wisp right here, as basically, like we said, we're trying to get the most back from this Jirachi. I wonder if he's going to die at 13. Yes, he is. Alright, so we're at 95%. We will 100% live one hit from this Gardevoir. So now we just have to land Hydro Pump, and we do connect with it, and we are able to win, and that's going to be game. So that's going to be a good game. Nice. Back at 1700s for the third time in a row. So again, another one. I've actually played this guy before. Scarf Superior, Scarf Thunder Waving Porygon. He's scum. He's absolute scum. So we're going to lead off with Lopunny just because I get off that Fake Out versus everything as he leads off with his Porygon. I don't have a good normal resist, however I do have Heatran, so that is a good normal resist, I guess you could argue. He changed it from Steelix to Dragonite though, but I get a crit turn 1. I'm not staying in to take a Thunder Wave, I'm not staying in to take a Tri-Attack, I am swapping out. If he was a man though, he would be any other variant, honestly. But we're going to get up Rocks, like basically the Specs variant. We're going to get up Rocks as he goes out to Clefable. I mean Dragonite, excuse me. I'm just talking about my counter. And I'm actually going to go for Toxic because he knows I have Clefable, so I kind of expect him to... I'm not sure what he would do. He Dragon Dances up though. So that's okay, I suppose. Like Clefable could take a hit no matter what. Rotom is useful because it beats the majority of his team. What I actually am going to do is go out to Latios because it doesn't do anything versus his team besides Revenge Kill his Medicham as he's Dragon Dance, Dragon Tail. Okay. So we outspeed you. I wonder if he's not multi-scale. I'm tempted just to go right for Ice Punch right here as he's extreme speed. So, alright, I went right for Ice Punch just in case he went Donphan right there. But that was weird. I didn't expect that. Oh, excuse me, my phone fell. Now, part of the reason I sack Latios is because one, I know he's Scarf Superior, so I wouldn't be able to check him reliably anyway. He's also Scarf Porygon, he has Priority Brave Bird, he has Fake Out into Bullet Punch, so I don't think it was checking too much. But I'm going to go out to my Rotom on this Donphan's Rapid Spin. I still do have my Rocker in the back, which does get up Rocks versus Porygon, which get up Rocks versus the Superior. And what I can do is just go right for Will-O-Wisp right here. Will-O-Wisp pretty much connects on everything that I wanted to. He goes Superior. This is one of those plays where I really don't want to go Heatran. I really want to double Will-O-Wisp predicting something. Like, he knows I can go Heatran. He 100% knows I can. But he's crazy, though. So, alright, so thankfully he didn't double out to Medicham. That was the double that I was scared of as he goes out into Donphan. What I can do is go right back out into Rotom. Like I said, the double I was really paranoid of was the double out into Medicham. Actually, I could see him doing that right now if he wanted to. But I'm going Rotom regardless as he doubles out into Porygon. And what I can do is just go right back out into my Heatran and get up my Rocks. Actually, spam Lava Plume is the better play as he goes for Tri-Attack. Yeah. Lava Plume is 100% the better play right here. We don't want Donphan coming in again for free. We don't want him staying in as well. As we get off that nice Lava Plume on the Porygon. Ooh, I'll take that. I'll just go for another one because even though he's wearing down my Heatran, which is my superior check, as long as I keep it healthy enough, I can take any one hit from him, even a +6. Okay, +6 Leaf Storm might actually hurt. But Talonflame is going to come out. Why? I'm going Rotom. Wait, why do you go Talonflame? This thing doesn't learn close combat yet. We're not in that part of Pokemon just yet. So he goes for the Brave Bird. I'm going to go for Volt Switch because I don't want Superior coming out. And nice. We get off some nice damage on him. I can 100% just go right out into my Hoopa and click Dark Pulse. It will be able to knock him out. And it's the best way without risking... Watch him just glare me with his Scarf. I know he's Scarf, by the way, guys. I'm not crazy. I know he's Scarf. I played this guy. before in the ladder. He's actually pretty high. He was pretty high on the ladder before he gave me his points. But it was the best way to ensure he doesn't have HP ground, doesn't go for Thunder Wave. Goes out to Talonflame. I'm just going to Dark Pulse to prevent him from like SDing up. I'm pretty sure he's Bandit though. But I should be able to go out into my Rotom right now and just click Hydro Pump. Yeah, that's the best play because it hurts Medicham. It hits Donphan as well. That's damage. And what we are going to do is actually sack our Heatran at this point to this monster. Oh my god, that sucks, dude. He missed high jump kick. The game is 100% mine now. The game is 100% mine. I'll just go for Toxic right here. As we tank the Banded Brave Bird. Toxic prevents him from SDing up. I know he's banded, but Toxic prevents him from anything funky happening. And again, that really sucks. Like, the game is 100% mine now. I say that because he cannot beat Rotom. He cannot beat Rotom at all. I know he's Play Rough Donphan. I don't know why he's Play Rough Donphan, but I know he is. I guess to lure Sableye. But I'll be able to go right for Fake Out right here. As Donphan is going to come out. And what I can do is just go right out into my Clefable. As long as I have Fake Out, I'm good. Clefable just gets to spam Moonblast at this point too. Gets a Brox, which is cool, but I don't think it matters too much as I will be able to go for Moonblast right here. And Talonflame with the Poison is not going to be able to do too much. Donphan is going to be worn down pretty well as well. That actually does a lot of damage. Not going to lie. That did a respectable amount of damage. But we're wearing him down to the point where I can just click Fake Out with my Lopunny to win the game. He actually has Ice Shard now, so he changed up the team. Does he have 2 variants of the team? I have no idea. He might. Or at least we know this one can't touch Rotom at all. Like, Ice Shard recovers. Like, I recover HP. I recover 1% from that attack hitting me. So, the good thing is with Talonflame Poison, he cannot... If he's not banded for some reason, I beat him anyway. I Fake Out in the back regardless. So he's going to be able to click Brave Bird right here. And then Volt Switch is going to be able to knock him out. And that is going to be game. So I definitely got lucky with the Medicham missing. That 100% gave me the game. Like, there was no way I was losing that game after Medicham missed. But let's look for another battle. Let us look for another one. We're at 27 minutes. Let's keep going. Alright, so this guy has a very standard type of build. Landorus, Keldeo, Bisharp. I'm a fan of those builds. Though I'm not sure how I feel about them because they also lose to Rotom. Like, if I keep Rotom healthy, I win the game. So I'm actually going to lead off with Hoopa just because it beats, not that lead, but it beats, like, Landorus and Metagross, things like that. But it leads off with Keldeo. I'm going to go right out into my Latios right here on the Secret Sword. And what I am going to do is, ooh, he's Life. Okay, so that makes it easier to beat with my my Lopunny. We're going to go right for HP Fire. Do I have any reason not to drop a Draco? We're going to drop a Draco right here because if he decides to be one of those crazy guys that wants to stay in when he has 2 steals and a Azumarill, I mean, I don't want to regret it. So I'm definitely, if I had Side Shock, I would go for it right now, but I'm definitely going for Draco Meteor right here. He might be one of those guys that wants to try and stay in thinking I double. I'm not that good. He goes Lottie. Okay, so that works. We get rid of the Latias. I'll take that. As Bisharp is going to come in, we're going to go for Earthquake right here and just get off some damage on this thing as well. Ooh, 69%. We take that. As he goes for the SD. I can still save Latios because it is faster than his Keldeo, so I'll go out to my Heatran and I'm actually going to surprise him right there. I figured I would because I was max speeding him with the Loudplume. So we just got rid of Bisharp for no reason whatsoever. Landorus comes out. I'm just going to Toxic him because Heatran basically did his job. If he's Dual Dance, I don't want to lose to this monster. And we're going to be able to go for our Stealth Rock right here, preventing Azu. It's probably Belly Drum Azu, but yeah, it looks like he's SD Rocks. So, I mean, it doesn't matter too much. Again, like I said, Heatran already did its job. Its only job during this game was to get rid of the Bisharp and like default or beat Keldeo, but obviously none of that happened the way he wanted it to happen for me. So I'll be able to go right out into my Lopunny right now. I don't want to mean Custap or anything like that, so I'm just gonna Mega Evolve and go right for Fake Out. I think he's defensive, but it doesn't matter because he's poisoned. The reason I say I think he's defensive is because obviously my heat ran out sped. Metagross is going to come out and I don't like switching into this monster. I'm just going to sack my Hoopa right here to go out to my Rotom and click Will-O-Wisp. That is the play as he goes for Hammer Arm. So that's great because now we're faster with everything. Actually, I kind of regret doing that play a bit. But Rotom actually, I think, slower. But I should still be able to go right for Will-O-Wisp as Keldeo is going to come out. And again, I don't want my Rotom being weakened because it beats Azumarill if it's Belly Drum, and it also beats Metagross. So I'll go out to my Clefable right here as he goes right for the Hydro Pump, and I'm actually going to fire off a Thunder Wave just in case he decides to switch out and not risk this roll, as he does not care. Ooh, he doesn't care at all. But I can now go out into my Latios and click Earthquake. Life of Earthquake knocks this thing out. It puts Metagross in range of High Jump Kick, I'm pretty sure. The more important part is it knocks out Keldeo without having to risk anything. I'm not sure if he'd actually go out into his Metagross right here. I think that'd be a poor play. I think he does need an extra sack in order to win. I'm not sure though. I think it also comes down to if he does go out into Metagross right there. Basically, it came down to if I hit a Will-O-Wisp with my Rotom. Because if he's Belly Drum Azu, then he might be able to force me to take a lot of damage with my Rotom. So go out to Metagross though. So I don't think he's Belly Drum Azu. I'm not sure. Maybe he's AV. No, he doesn't. AV doesn't make sense. He's Belly. He has to be Belly Drum. He has to be Belly Drum. So there's nothing to think about. I'm actually faster, so I guess he's Adamant. Is he Adamant Agility Cross? He's Rock Polish Hammer Arm. Okay. Don't get the attack raise. Thankfully he does not, as I can go out into my Rotom. I don't really like Hammer Arm on the Rock Polish set just because it obviously lowers your speed. And I guess that's his best attack to hit me with too. So what I should be able to do is I don't want my Rotom to be too weakened because I don't want him to be able to knock me out. I know I could take one of these attacks as well. I basically don't want him to be able to knock me out with Aqua Jet. So I want to Lopunny. I could take the second. I could take the second attack, and at this point, I don't think Return actually knocks out Metagross. Is that the play, or does the play actually just go right for Return? Maybe the plays will go right for Return. Nah. Okay, that is definitely not the right play. The thing is though, even if he's banded Azu, I'm faster and I can get off the Pain Split before he knocks me out. And he shouldn't be able to knock me out. So I will be able to get off the Pain Split and then get that into a Volt Switch. So maybe I should have went for Fake Out first. I just didn't want him going out to Azumarill and then going for Aqua Jet and then Azu, him being like a Assault and Azu plus Metagross beating Rotom if he knocks me off. So that's why I made that play. I still stick with that play. No matter what. So let's see. Ooh, it looks like he is indeed banded. Based on the damage, that definitely looks banded. So it comes down to this Volt Switch actually knocks out his Azumarill as we miss out on the KO. No! We missed out on that KO, and that's going to be a good game. Ah, that's my fault, man. I hate when I still stick with my play if he was Assault Vest. Because basically, if he went out into Azumarill right there on my Fake Out, Aqua Jet would be able to knock out Lopunny, and then I have to go Rotom. Even if he recovered, a play off or knockoff would be able to knock me out. So I still stick with that play. This guy just gets destroyed by me clicking a Dark Pulse, but I get destroyed by Mega Heracross. Like, he's running 100% Trick Room. So I still agree with my play, but it obviously didn't work out versus him. Yeah, Rotom is just a great lead. It beats the majority. It beats all of his team besides this. And if our body actually doesn't have Signal Beam, then my Hoopa beats it too. Basically, this was his best lead of choice, and I can just Will-O-Wisp right now. Unfortunately, we miss. Nice. So he's gonna be able to get up Stealth Rock and Boom as well. I'm actually not sure if he boomed there. All right, so he goes right for his rocks right there as we missed. Really unfortunate. I'm just going to go for Volt Switch as he does Boom. Really would have loved to hit that first Will-O-Wisp because it would have put me in a way better position because now he has the Heracross that's going to come out and it's going to dominate me. However, when Heracross comes out, I'm 100% sacking my Latios because Latios doesn't do anything versus his team. Goes out into his Reuniclus, however, so I'm still sacking Latios. Like, why not? Latios doesn't do anything. I can take one hit anyway. So he goes right for Focus Blast. I guess he tries to predict my Hoopa, because now I can just get to Dark Pulse, which is why I want to sack this, and I'll just be able to go for Earthquake. Good thing is also I'll go down to his attack right now, or to the Life Orb, excuse me, so I will be able to go right back out into my Hoopa and just click Dark Pulse. Even though he does have 2 resist, I don't mind that because it specs Dark Pulse. So I don't care if you resist it, you don't resist it. So the important part is knocking out Reuniclus as well. So if he goes out into his Porygon, okay, if he goes Azumarill, I'm going out into Heatran. If he goes Porygon, I'm going out to Heatran. If he goes Heracross, am I staying in? No, I can't stay in. I have to keep Hoopa. I have to keep Hoopa alive. Yeah. Anyway, yeah, Dark Pulse, specs Dark Pulse was 100% the best play. He can't beat this thing if I'm if I was like a regular Hoopa with Life Orb. All of his mons just dropped. So what are you doing, bro? You going Heracross or you going Azu? He goes Victini, so Victini is going to 100% go down. Nice. I guess I agree with that sack because I do have Rotom as well as Heatran to deal with it. And he can now go Heracross. He can definitely now go Heracross. And go for like CC or something. Or Pin Missile. I mean, CC is completely fine. If he wants to go Azu again, I'm still going Heatran. Combine Clefable still beats his team at the end of the day because he doesn't have any boosting mons besides what I'm assuming to be that the Heracross. So, and I still want to keep my Hoopa alive just because it rampages him. If I actually get rid of his hard body, he actually called it hard body too. I didn't even notice that. He goes up to the Easter egg. I'm gonna go out to Heatran because if he goes for Play Rough, then I tank it. If he I can't risk Rotom being too worn down because I need it for Azumarill late game. Alternatively, I could sack Lopunny, but Lopunny deals with Porygon, which is the important part. As well as it gets that clutch fake out, wasted turn and Trick Room. So I'm 100% going out into my Heatran right now. And we will go for our Stealth Rock. I want Stealth Rock for basically to ensure that I 2-hit KO Porygon with Dark Pulse, as well as just do more damage to Heracross. So that's why I want Stealth Rock. I think Stealth Rock is still pretty important in this game, even if he's running Trick Room and he has nothing that's 100% weak to Stealth Rock. So, yeah, Heatran is 100% the best play. At least he's thinking about this play. I mean, he could go for Waterfall, but look at Play Rough and look at my team. I don't have a switching. So that's why I would go for Play Rough for my opponent. The great thing about going Heatran is if he actually decides to double out into Porygon, I could taunt it. If he doubles out into Heracross, I can obviously go for the Fire move and knock that thing out. So if he goes Heracross, I'm 100% clicking Lava Plume. It won't knock it out, but it will do about 70%. And you know, if we get that burns, collective damage, so I'm okay with that. Pyrothorn, what are you thinking about, bro? Let's see. So he does double out into Reuniclus. I mean, I could taunt him, but I'd rather get him my Stealth Rock, just for the Heracross as well as the Porygon. As he goes right for Focus Blast, unfortunately misses. I mean, now I can go for taunt if I want to. Now, there's no point because Porygon, Clefable wins the game. So, alright, I'm going to go for taunt then, but I don't think there was a point in me doing that play just because Clefable wins anyway. And I could just fire off some Lava Plumes right here. That's why I just really don't like that because Clefable wins, so I don't think I had to do that. So he knocks me, it doesn't knock me out with that Focus Blast. Okay, cool. So I can just go right for another Lava Plume right here. Whatever wants to come in, if he goes out to Azumarill, that has a chance to be burnt. I like the chip damage with Stealth Rock because it would fake out, it ensures some kills. Unfortunately, he missed another Focus Blast, but I mean, I missed Will-O-Wisp turn 1. So that definitely made my plays a little bit different than I wanted them to be. But what I can do is now go back out into Hoopa and just click Spec Psyshock. Spec Psyshock knocks out Heracross. It'll knock out the Reuniclus at that range. He doesn't have a good switch in at all. I don't know how well Porygon will actually take it. I'm actually not sure. But I'm going to be able to knock him out. And I guess Porygon's going to come out right now. Porygon can't beat me though. If Azumarill comes out, I'm Psyshocking it just to put it in range of literally any other attack. And yeah, Thunder Wave Clefable still just wins the game at the end of the day. So my opponent's really taking a while to pick his moves, but he has to go Porygon here. That's like his only play. I guess he could also go for. I'm sorry, I'm getting text, guys. I guess he could also go for the Banded Aqua Jet if he has that, but then that just gives me so much momentum. And I don't like that. I don't like the fact that he's going to be giving me so much momentum by going there. Like, I get to go Rotom, I just get to go for Will-O-Wisp. So he does go out to this Porygon, which was, I think, the correct play, as I can now just go right for Psyshock and 2 KO him. I think, I don't know. If I don't 2 KO him, it doesn't matter anyway. He actually doubles out. I think predicting Clefable, I'm not sure, but this is, he's Belly Drum too, so he can't even knock me out with that. I think he just, does he lose? No, he doesn't, because Porygon did take a hit. He doubled out. Maybe he predicted my Clefable to want to come out right there, and he wanted to prevent me from going right for the Calm Mind and pretty much winning. But I don't have a reason to do that, because I can safely go out to that Clefable after. So he knocks out a Azumarill, and no, I knock out a Azumarill, excuse me. And now Porygon can't even knock me out with Tri-Attack, even after that Aqua Jet damage. So I can just keep spamming Psyshock. I could also go out into my Rotom and Will-O-Wisp. That's also a play that I can make, but I mean, I don't have a reason not to spam Psyshock at this point. I do a Fake Out in the back, I have Calm Mind, Clefable, I have Thunder Wave as well. You would think that would benefit a Trick Room user, but that definitely, you know how Thunder Wave works, it definitely doesn't. So he's definitely going to go for Trick Room right here. I mean, if I was locked in the Dark Pulse, I'd probably flinch him, but shout out CBV. I'm so mad we lost that last one. I should definitely went for Fake Out, but like, I mean, I still just, if he was Assault Vest, maybe I'm thinking about it too much too, because maybe I'm overestimating how much Play Rough or Knockoff would do into a burnt Hammer Arm. So I'm probably thinking about that too much, so maybe I throw away that game. Who knows? It's early, and I'm tired, I haven't eaten, so my mind isn't in the right place. That's always my excuse. Actually, you can tell Jambat. Jambat used to make fun of me when I'd go off like a 12-hour stream, and then I would go and play a tournament match, and I'd make the stupidest move, but I'll be like, man, I'm tired, who cares? I mean, I say that all the time anyway. But Pyrothorn, bro. Yeah, look at that, solid 2 KO as he goes for Recover. Alright, come on, don't just go for Recover. I'm going out to Rotom, I'm going to burn him, because, I mean, if I burn Heracross, it can't beat, burnt Heracross cannot beat Clefable. Even though it does have guts, because it can't go for its, it has to depend on, you know, moves that can only hit a certain number of times, and it doesn't have the absolute hitting 6 times. So we're gonna go out to Rotom and go for the Will-O-Wisp 5 times. Excuse me. What am I saying? I hope you guys know what I mean. As he goes out to Heracross. I mean, I don't mind that, because even if he has guts, it doesn't matter. So I'll just be able to go for Hydro Pump right here. Yeah, we're 100% faster. As he goes for Swords Dance, that does not matter, because I can knock him out with the next one. If Porygon wants to come out, I mean, I get to click Dark Pulse at this point too. I can even trick him with my bless you to the person downstairs. I actually hit the next Hydro Pump, so I was like, I can even trick the Porygon. Porygon is not beating me 1v1 like at all. It's not beating my team. I do have High Jump Kick in the back. He gets that special attack raise though, so anything can happen. I guess he has to freeze me. Like, he really has to freeze me if he wants to win. So we're going to burn this Porygon, because it's running into Violet, so it doesn't have any recovery. He's going to go for Trick Room now. He actually doesn't go for Trick Room. Wow. I'm surprised. I'm very surprised. So, regardless, my best play is actually, well, my more, what do I want to call it? I want to say my more aggressive play is just going around to Lopunny. It's not the safest way to win, but I can take a Thunderbolt. I have Limber anyway, so he can't paralyze me. And I can just Mega Evolve and go after Fake Out. And then Fake Out plus Burn into a return. What is happening to the teams on the side? What a Showdown, calm down. Fake Out into a return, we'll be able to knock him out, and that's going to be game. So Pyrothorn is either on really, really bad connection, or I don't know. But that should be game. I don't see any way that he can possibly win at this point, unless I'm mistaken. I don't think I am. Where's this guy thinking about? Yeah, so look at that. Fake Out doing a nice 13. Ooh, Burn doing 12, and that's gonna be a good game. It's a good game, dude. I guess he's really thinking about ways he could have won. I think part of it was not doubling out to Azumarill. He definitely should have went for Trick Room at any point during the game, besides with Reuniclus. I mean, missing Missing that focus blast hurt, but we're in 1727, and you already know when I come back with the next episode, because I don't record these every single day, I'm going to have decay, so hopefully I can ladder up a bit, and we'll finally be able to climb up to the 1800s. I'm going to get a hyper offensive team and just do that. Forget that. I'm just going to go use straight up hyper offense. But I hope you guys all enjoy. Feel free to leave a like, subscribe, do your thing, and I will see you guys later.